We are so back, and today we're playing Pokemon Adventure Red chapter. I will nickname myself Red, and I'll be explaining everything as we go. So, it's a ROM hack which is based on the Pokemon Adventures manga, and we are gonna follow through and play as the protagonist, Red. It's the thing about it is the fact that it is quite different from Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green or Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. But yeah, pretty much. We start off with a backstory, which, well, I am yet to get to that point, so I'm not sure what this is foreshadowing. But it appears that Red and his friends were trying to stop someone from getting Deoxys or something, and they got turned into stones. Anyway, we start off 10 years ago, where Kid Red, i.e., Kid Me, is being told by my mother to go out and touch some grass. All the while, the kid is about to catch Articuno in the game. I mean, let him cook. Another thing I like about it is the fact that all the tiles are reworked and all the towns look new. So, Professor Oak apparently is still young in this time, and he's telling his grandson to train properly. We meet a little girl. She doesn't give us her name, but it is what it is. I have a feeling she's going to be important later on. Okay, who am I even kidding? Bro, I've played through this so many times earlier, but for the sake of, for the sake of hype, I'm not going to spoil anything for y'all, okay? So, I wonder what I have to do to, get past this, right? I just move around checking different houses to see if there is anything important. This house is closed as well. Okay. Oh, there's Poliwag. Yeah. So we meet Poliwag, who decides to join us, and he is basically my starter. Now the kid, Professor Oak's grandson, leaves, and the little girl gets attacked by something apparently. Which brings us to the first chapter of the story, the Phantom Pokemon. First off, we start with Red explaining how he wants to take part in the Pokemon League and become the Pokemon champion and all of that. Well, we notice that a little girl is being attacked by her own Nidoran. I'm not sure if it's a Nidoran or a Nidorino at this point, though. It is a Nidorino. So, I will save her and take care of the Nidorino by myself, I suppose. Yeah, I will not nickname any of my Pokemon here except for the Pikachu, probably. Because this Pikachu can learn Surf, dude. Not a lot of Pikachus can. Oops, I spoiled it. Dude, how do I even keep my mouth shut? Okay, so we were able to hypnotize it, so it is asleep. Now we just bubble it until it dies. I'm not sure how much power Bubble has in this generation, or if this game has the physical special split or not. If you're wondering what physical special split is, well, I could make a video on it and leech views, but eh, we are pretty much guaranteed to win. I think the next hit is gonna proc the citrus berry that Poliwell has for absolutely no reason. We got the speed drop from Bubble, that's not bad, right? Bubble again, and the next one will do it. The next one will pretty surely do it. Okay, there we go. The battles in this are gonna be pretty long because I have not trained my Poliwhirl at all. Because this is technically my first battle, but I'm not gonna grind levels, so I'm not gonna breeze through everything. So do bear with me, man. Do bear with me. I decided to go in here because Pallet Town in this verse has a forest for some reason. I head into and I bash into a Team Rocket grunt who tells me to stay away because they're finding the Phantom Pokemon. Another grunt decides to fight me, and he has an Ekans. fun thing about the seconds is that all it does throughout the battle is only Leer, dude. It's as if that's the only attack it even knows. Like you'll see throughout the battle, it is only going to use Leer. Another thing I feel weird is the fact that it is raining. So my water moves are supposed to be boosted, but my damage is dog ass, dude. At this point, I'm pretty sure Pound does more damage than this, man. I will do another bubble just for fun, and then we Pound. And like I said, it's only using Leer, dude. Like, use another attack, man. Another Pound should do it. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Next up, I think we have to go up, right? We are so up. Okay. Okay. This is the Phantom Pokemon. As most of you are aware, Mew. We try to jump at it, but it just disappears. We head deeper into the forest and we find that someone is already fighting Mew. And from Red's perspective, it felt as though this dude was going to win, but he somehow and for some reason decides to take his Charmander back. So Red decides to take the matters into his own hand and fight the Mew. Now this fight is going to be unnecessarily long because neither of these two Pokemon, like neither the Mew nor my Poliwhirl, does any real form of damage. So yeah. You know what? I'm gonna speed this up. And just like that, after wasting a forever amount of time, we have finally defeated Mew. Or have we? Because the game demands, the plot demands that we lose to Mew and it disappears. So, this dude, he lectures us that we should be aware of our limitations, blah blah blah, and how he was aware of his limitations, so he did not pursue the Mew any further. Yeah, what a day, right? So next day I just wake up in my bed and my mother tells me to meet Professor Oak, to which Red responds, that weird professor guy. Because, well, it's like you have a weird perception about doctors, right? Like they're going to inject weird shit in you even though you know that they're actually just other human beings. Just like I probably like Red has a bad perception about Professor Oak. I mean, who wouldn't, right? Bro probably sleeps with Jinx in his basement. Okay, so I thought before I do anything else, I would just get Poliwhirl to level 9 or 10. For some reason, wild Pokemon are extremely rare to get here. Like on this patch of grass particularly. It's been it's actually been 4 years. It's almost 4 years since I last like played this game. So yeah. Also, I did not play the latest addition to this game, which was in 2020 February. So yeah, I am actually in for a ride. After grinding a little, I decide that I'm gonna check what this place has, where I fought Mew. In case there are some items here that I should pick up. I find a Pidgey and I beat it up for not a very quick but a very necessary level 9. We get Miracle Seed. It's gonna be massive once we get Bulbasaur. Fuck, can I just stop spoiling everything, dude? We got hit by String Shot. Next Pound should have killed, but it was a low roll probably, so it didn't kill. And I had to do it again. I'm gonna go heal, and then I'm gonna go meet the professor, dude. Wild. Define this Rattata in one word. Wild. Also, I honestly think that having a Raticate will be super useful later on in the game, because there's this really strong boss fight that I need I need Super Fang to beat. It's messed up. It's messed up. I'll explain when we get there. It'll at least be like 3 4 months before we get there. And yes, I do plan to post like once every 2 to 3 days. Anyway, so we got into Professor Oak's lab, and let us look at all the Pokemon he has. So in this verse, he apparently has a Spearow, a Bulbasaur. Okay, I shouldn't touch that. I guess I shouldn't touch that now, right? He also has a Cubone and apparently a Jigglypuff instead of the regular Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander trio. So, for the plot to progress, I have to touch the Bulbasaur. That sounded so wrong. Okay, these guys are gonna run away, and Oak is angry at me and he wants me to find them, or else he's going to sue me for like, I don't know, 20,000 Poke. And also, there was a Squirtle hiding in there and he got sad really, which is sus. Also, I found the Spearow in here. Yeah, we fight him. Also, Angry Bird, was it actually in the manga or was it not? Because if it was, then Angry Bird was way ahead of its time, man. Also, it went for Growl, so I think my best bet is to spam Bubble because Bubble is a special attack. Yes, I did check. It has the physical special split. Well, physical special split is the fact that earlier on in the games, uh, whether your move is physical or special would be completely dependent on which type your Pokemon is or which type the attack is, instead of whether your Pokemon is making contact or not, which is pretty bullshit in my opinion. We run across, and I think I think the next Pokemon is gonna be here. If you're wondering why I did not fight the Jigglypuff earlier, it's because that fight is annoying. Um, I don't wanna be hit with Sing and Defense Curl and like have the Mew fight happen all over again, where I just wanna end it desperately, but it will not end. It simply does not end. The Cubone fight, however, ends really easily because he just uses Tail Whip for absolutely no reason and proceeds to get bubbled thrice in a row. Poliwhirl has grown to level 10, and I think I'm pretty confident that I will be able to take out the Jigglypuff now. I do also have a potion in case like I'm asleep and she just keeps hitting me with tackles while defense curling, which would be pretty annoying in my opinion. We go for the hypnosis, which we are able to land, which is massive. I'm going to try to get as much damage on her as possible. I think Pound is the better option because dude, am I actually strategizing against a level 8 Jigglypuff? Bro, if I use this many brain cells for actual Pokemon tournaments that I take part in, I might actually win something. Okay, so with that, three of the Pokemon that ran away from Oak are now caught. We see the Bulbasaur, but it just runs away. Also, how did he jump over the fence? Can I jump over the fence? Again, I wanted to check how much damage. Okay. Bubble has 30 base power and Water Gun has 40 base power. That makes sense. Also, we have Swift Swim. That's not bad. That's actually pretty good, dude. I might actually play Poliwhirl with a rain setter. I decide to go behind the Bulbasaur because it might not be able to run away, but the plot demands that it does run away. So Oak again tells us that he's going to sue us if we don't find it. So we're gonna find it now. Yeah, I have to go find it, else he's gonna turn me in. Where? I don't know. Oh, I forgot. There is an actual officer, what's her name? Jenny? Yeah, it's Nurse Joy and Officer Jenny, right? So he might turn me in, like, he might turn me into the police, which in this case will be Officer Jenny. I know that some incels are gonna be like, yeah, I'd be into that in the comments, but sorry, I'm not into getting arrested. Next, I know precisely where the Bulbasaur is, and that is because I read the manga. Here he is. Here he is. He is inside the Viridian gym, which is supposed to be closed off. Yes, I did walk to Viridian City and did not announce it because it does show that, right? So when Professor Oak finds us and decides to talk to Bulbasaur, the Bulbasaur just doesn't want to go back to Oak. But the Bulbasaur, for some reason, really liked me, right? A Machop or a Machoke, perhaps, attacks us out of nowhere. What was it doing? Where did it come from? I have no clue. But now we have to fight it. Now, I would fight it with Poliwhirl, but I want to show off my newly caught Bulbasaur, right? I'm gonna start off with Leech Seed because, well, we don't have Sun, so Solar Beam is gonna take a turn to charge. Okay, now at least I know that unless it's a crit, we don't get killed in the next shot. So I can go for Solar Beam safely. Bro uses Focus Energy. There's the Leech Seed proc and Solar Beam. We are 1 point above his crit range, but he did not attack. And Leech Seed takes it out, and we are balling. We are balling. Now the professor is going to tell me a lot about, yeah, how did you know that that was Solar Beam and Bulbasaur can use it? Well, we all know Bulbasaur and his line knows Solar Beam, so there's that, man. Anyway, why did I not post for this long? Well, it's holiday season, so I was enjoying with my family. Will I post frequently? Pretty sure I will, because this is pretty much my favorite ROM hack title of all time, right? So I'll try to make a post tomorrow, day after tomorrow, up until my college reopens. Okay, so yeah. Back to the story though. I tell the professor that my name is Red, and he is about to tell me something about his grandson, but he stutters midway. Well, at least I know who his grandson is, right? Anyway, that's it for the video, I suppose. This was the end of the Phantom Pokemon and the Bulbasaur chapter. I covered two things in one video because I did not want to make it stale for y'all. Like, a 9-minute video wouldn't be that good in my opinion. So yeah. See you next time.